everything has transformed was a very immersive experience for me. Since working with you and being in the program, I am more confident in the sound of my voice. It was very transformative, very one-on-one, very personal, even though we were in a group setting. This kind of work, it's not only for people that want to be in front of an audience, although it helps with that tremendously, but it's for every single person that understand that it's a responsibility as human beings, especially if we're putting something out into the world, to learn how to communicate effectively. My name is Milagros Sanchez. I am a board-certified hypnotherapist and neuroscience-based coach. I'm based in New York City, and at the moment I run a private practice here in which I help my clients utilize the power of hypnotherapy to overcome many different situations. And also I help people learn about their brain and how they can rewire their brain to accomplish their goals and dreams. And I found myself with a big blockage that I couldn't express properly or be concise and precise in what I was sharing with my clients, because I wanted to make it clear and simple. Even if I was speaking to an 8-year-old, they could understand me. And if I'm speaking to a teenage crowd, they could understand me. Then I was like, okay, how do I do this? And then that's when I found you, luckily. And everything has transformed since day one of the coaching program to today. Working with Andrea and her coaching helped me get more comfortable in the way that I share, because being authentic for me is very important. I didn't want to have to cover who I am and my true opinions and intentions and my personality. I can be very excited sometimes, and I achieved that working with Andrea. I felt so safe to explore who I am within public speaking and the way that I wanted to use my voice. Another thing, she made me feel so confident around my voice and my accent. That was like a little racket that I was running. Oh, I have an accent. I love my accent. And it was just like a thing I had in my head. And being in the program and being around other people that also had accents, and that it was not only me experiencing it, because that was also another thing of the coaching. It was very transformative, very one-on-one, very personal, even though we were in a group setting, which I loved. In terms of modules, they were all great, but there were 3 modules. I just can't pick one, I'm sorry. I loved it because I was able to play with the richness of my voice and my tonality and move it up and down. And that's now why I'm more comfortable to play with my voice and take them through the story. Then the second module was storytelling. I love telling stories. We connect through stories. Our life is one big story. And also the self-image tied to the body language, but the self-image gave me an upgrade because there was an outdated software program, how I call it, that I was running on my self-image when it comes to sharing and speaking and communicating, and that it didn't represent me at the moment or serve me. So thank you. Those 3 modules were amazing for me. The entire program was a very immersive experience for me. And what I enjoyed the most about it was the community. It is so instrumental for change, for learning, for growth, especially when you're breaking out of the norm, when you're getting out of your comfort zone. If you're getting out of a comfort zone and you don't feel safe, it's very difficult, to not say impossible, to actually get out of the comfort zone and stay out of the comfort zone. So feeling safe and supported in the group, and all the very honest and authentic feedback that we were giving each other, both what we were doing good and what we could improve, it was great. It also made me feel so comfortable in receiving feedback about my voice. Before starting, I was able to communicate comfortably one-on-one, and I felt comfortable to the level that I was at. But I deeply believe that in order for you to advance, to evolve, grow, you need to seek support and coaching and mentoring, whatever it is, from people that have done it. And that's what I saw in you. And since working with you and being in the program, I am more confident in the sound of my voice, in letting it vibrate around the room. And it's something I wasn't comfortable doing before. Also, my body language when I'm speaking. I can get very animated and use my hands, and that's cool if I'm in a living room with my friends, but you have to learn where to use all of that and where it's not appropriate. This kind of work, it's not only for people that want to be in front of an audience, although it helps with that tremendously, but it's for every single person that understand that it's our responsibility as human beings, especially if we're putting something out into the world, to learn how to communicate effectively. Next, I want to continue to share more of my learning, my experiences with so many people. One big dream that got reignited is that teach children about the power of their mind, the brain, meditation. And working with you gave me that confidence back that, oh wow, I can do this.